So this week, I know I said I was going to get back to the fitness and nutrition related topics. So my goal now, at least for this week, actually, I kind of want to be able to do this like going forward, but I don't know if I'll be able to, but try to find topics that I feel are important to me, important to you guys, that resonate with you guys, and use those same topics that can go both with our personal lives as well as relate them to fitness and nutrition and stuff like that. So I do have a topic for today that I'm going to talk about that's going to be both for our lives in general as well as for fitness and exercising. And so as I go through this topic today, if you guys have any suggestions going forward for things that I could use for both, always, feel free to share them with me so I could use those as well. Because I have one topic in mind for today. I think I have a topic in mind for tomorrow and maybe the day after. I'm going to talk about a specific topic today that's going to be something that I use in my day-to-day life as well as in the gym as well. And that has to do with breath control. So first I'm going to talk about everyday life, and then I'll talk about it when it comes to exercise. One thing that I know that's helped me a lot when it comes to, especially when it comes to confrontation, when it comes to when you're triggered, when you have anxiety, when you're stressed, you're feeling overwhelmed, and you feel like your heart rate starts to race, right? Maybe you're in a situation where you're in an argument and you feel your blood starts to boil, you get really upset, or maybe you're getting really anxious, something triggers you. It could be any one of those types of negative type of feelings. And so what helps me a lot is trying to control my breath, right? The moment I start feeling my blood boil, my heart starts to race, and I can feel my actual motions physically, I immediately start to slow down my breath. So I control my breathing because I'm not able to actually control my emotions, right? I know I'm amped up. I know I'm feeling very excited, maybe not in the good way, and then I just slow down my breathing. And sometimes it's probably a little bit more obvious to any onlookers, but I try to do it subtly, try to subtly control my breathing, slow down my breathing so as not to respond on initial emotion or anything like that. So that's one tip that I do have when you're going through any type of uncomfortable or unpleasant situation, is just control your breathing. Take very slow breaths. Inhale and exhale slowly and steadily. Now, when it comes to controlling your breath in the exercise, this is actually a very important thing because I feel a lot of times, or I notice a lot of times, the breathing isn't necessarily on point. So when you're doing any type of exercise, for the most part, this is the general way you want to do it, is through the contraction, through the effort. When you're moving the actual weight, whether it's your body or anything else, you want to be exhaling. And then when you're doing the eccentric or the negative, or when you're releasing the weight, is when you want to inhale. So you inhale during the eccentric, the negative, and then you exhale through the contraction or the effort. And that's typically how you want to breathe. Now, there are some variations, but generally, that's something that you want to practice doing because it doesn't come naturally. What I notice a lot of times, even for myself, if I'm not paying attention, is a lot of times we want to exhale after the movement. So we might hold our breath during some of the exercise. Sometimes I see like inhaling during the concentric, and then exhaling when you're done with the movement. There's all different types of things that I notice people do, so I know the proper way to breathe during the exercise isn't necessarily natural. So it's something that you're gonna have to practice on. So for both instances, whether I'm talking about breath work in day-to-day life or in the gym, it's things that take practice. It doesn't come naturally. Our natural tendency is to probably do the opposite of what we should be doing, and so it does come with practice and intention. You have to actually be conscious of it, be focusing on it, and be present in that moment, and that takes practice and time as well. So hopefully that was some sort of beneficial for you guys, or benefit for you guys. You guys found it beneficial, and so until the next time, I will see you guys in the next video.